Hello my brothers and sisters in nerdiness, welcome back to the Spider's Web. And in this video we're going to be building this Middle Eastern #1 building from blocks. Again, it's one of those that was provided by Andy from Wigan Wargames and Roleplay Group. And we're going to be going over to our internet and let's see what we can do here. So this is the building we're doing, and it says please read these instructions fully before starting construction. PVA or equivalent glue will be required to stick sections together. PVA. We have a little brush for applying it and a bit of broken glass, as you can see, to use as a palette for the glue. It's safety glass. There's no sharp edges on it. It was from a picture frame. This is me, by the way. Yes, I have got black nails. I've decided I'm going into a different direction. So you can see this is me with the spider, bee and butterfly. If it was butterfly, bee and spider and a bit smaller, it would be Ali. And you can see Andy's man club there, so it's definitely me. So back to Tinterweb, and it also says the sandpaper can be used to gently clean the joints. I don't have sandpaper, but I do have an emery board. A sharp modelling knife will be required to remove sections from the sprue. I've got that one. And it also says during the construction of this model you may find it convenient to use pegs and elastic bands to hold pieces in place while you allow the glue to dry. One thing I forgot, bear with me. Okay, I'm back. I can't find my masking tape, so instead I brought super glue and accelerant. Okay, so first off, what we need to do, as always with MDF kits, is to give them a rinse down. So let's start off and look at what we need first. Oops, we're all coming out of the sprues here, bear with me. Okay, so we need that piece and that piece. So let's get this one done first. Okay. And we just give it a wipe down with water with a little bit of washing up liquid in it. This is going to be easy one to do. What this does, if you've not seen any of these videos before, is it takes off the dirt and the smoke from the laser burning. Not much has come off of that, as you can see, but a little bit has. So we do this on each one because it makes it nicer to paint. You don't have the burnt bits coming off as you paint, or coming through the paint when it dries. So you don't want this really wet, you just want it damp. You're just taking off the extra bit of smoke and soot staining from the boards. And you can see most of it coming off. This is after all been burnt into pieces. So we don't want these pieces to be you don't want it to be spoiled by all this coming through in the finished paint job. And hopefully we can make this quite smoothly today without any issues whatsoever. But there we are. So going back to the pieces that we need basically them 3 pieces. Let's magnify this a touch so you can see fully what we're doing. That's better. I didn't do that on the last one, and it was a little bit tricky to see, I think, so we'll do it now. So remove the front, rear and centre walls from the sprue. So we've done the front, rear. That's not the piece we need. That's the piece we need. Okay, so you can go back in your little space there. And what we do here is that goes like that. That goes like that. I'll get this right eventually. And then that bit fits into there, like so. Boink. Ta 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 ta. Let's see if I've got these the right way round. I haven't. Usually I like to have, okay, that's on the outside, and I had. Sorry. So let's get glue on the go. In fact, let's have a look first of all to see if any of these need sanding. That needs a little bit done. And there as well. Anything up here? Nope. About here. There's nothing holding it on at the top, but there is at the bottom. There we are, and there we are. And I'll just give it a bit of a run over there, and then here along the bottom as well, and along the bottom there. In fact, what I could do is just run that over because it's a flat piece all the way through. There's nothing around the edge, other edges. So let's get our glue on the go. Unfortunately, the little cap is sealed up a little bit, so I'm doing it this way instead. And it works just as good. Okay, so I don't want that bit. I want this bit. And this bit will go along here, making sure that there's glue on this edge and all around the little tab, and then that will fit into there. And then we'll do the same to this one as well as the other side. Ta-ta-ta. As you can see, I'm not using any of the super glue on this section because I don't think I need it as yet. And that will go in there like so. Let's wash this glue off. Dry it a little bit and then wipe off any spill out, squeeze out, whatever you want to call it, from the inside. There we are. And back to our instructions. It says glue them together to form a H shape as shown above, which we've done. Let's go to the next bit. Glue it to the base. The base is here. I'm not even going to attempt to take it off the sprue, I'm just going to dry the brush and go ahead and cover it all with glue. Again, I'm not bothering with super glue for this stage, as I don't need it. The super glue will probably come in more when I'm doing the other walls to keep them attached to the ones that are already fitted. And again, I'm going step by step. Sorry, I think I went off camera again there. I do apologise for this. I get it so that it's positioned, but then I forget where the position is and go where it's comfortable for me to work. So I'm just going to run all this glue down here. I'm not putting a great deal on, I'm just making sure that there is enough to hopefully stick it together. And then we can glue it down like so. Again, I'm not being fastidious in the what's the word I'm looking for? In the gluing. I just want to make sure that there's enough to stick it down, and I'm also making sure that there's no squeeze out anywhere. But I do want to make sure that all the glue is touching and giving it a good chance at sticking down. I'm just going to add a little bit more glue there. Okay, so that's that bit done. Next, you can see there's a little bit more water here. I think I must have spilled some. Don't know how that's happened, but never mind. We'll find out. Let's get back to our thingy, and we're looking at the two end walls. Now, one end wall is this one that came off the first time, and the other end wall is this wall here, which again is just falling out of the sprues on this particular model. Let's make sure that the tabs or the base is flat, and then what we can do here is add glue to the vertical parts and the horizontal parts. Now this is where we probably will need some super glue, and I'm going to add the super glue onto these parts here. One, two, and spray there, and then we can pop that in there, and away we go. Again, clearing up any overspray. And as you can see, the super glue is acted as a clamp, which is nice. I'm just going to rinse out my brush once more, and then we can repeat with the other wall. So it's making sure that we have glue on all of these sides. As I was saying in the last video, the super glue, doing it this way, will act as a clamp because it will dry incredibly quickly with the accelerant and hold it together, giving the wood glue the chance to dry, and it will hold as well. And once again, we'll lift that up and spritz the tabler with accelerant. There we go. Now, if you remember the last time we did one of these, I had to tape up this edge because it was coming away. I don't have to do it in this one because of the little trick with the super glue. But what I will do is wipe off the excess glue with my damp brush, and once again making sure that there's nothing on the inside that's going to cause issues for painting. There we are. So that's that bit. Going back to our, let's pop the lid on the super glue so it doesn't start drying up. Now then, let's get to the next part. So we have take the two end walls, glue them in position. We've done. Now take the roof supports. Okay. These are probably going to be a bit of a pain in the neck to pull out. They have been in the past, so I'm going to speed this bit up while you listen to some music. And here we are with the last one. And all we need to do now is press them out, like I did with the others. Making sure they all come out properly. There we go. That's that done. And now what we need to do is glue them into position. We don't need to bother about the super glue in this because it's going to hold on really well, because the prongs that go through the holes will sort these out, and they're all the same size, so we're not worried about positioning because they'll all go. Oops. Come on, get in. I can't see what I'm doing. There we are. That's one. Now on this one I've noticed all the little holes are open, so we don't have to spend time popping those out like we did in the last one that we did of these Middle Eastern buildings. Had to go through and pop every little piece open. Don't need to do that on this, which is always handy. Let's just add the glue where it needs to go. There we are. And then in the next video on this one, we'll start painting. Now I'm not going to show you how I cover this up because you've seen this done time and time again with one way or the other. The last time I showed you how to do it with PVA and sand, usually I'd do it with some texture paste, which I think I might go back to do that again with that one because I've got some more I could use. Well, actually I haven't got some more. I found a tub that I didn't think I had. So that is always nice when that happens. See if I can get this in without losing my rack. There we are. Done. So I have these 3 more to do now. And these go in the lower part of the building. There we go. And this one goes in here. And this one goes in here. Dum, 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 dum. And then finally, this one goes in the final wall. There's only 2 small things now we need to do. I'm saying 2, maybe 3, don't know. But as I said, they're just small bits that we have to glue on. These are very simple buildings to make. There we are. So now we have these 2 roof parts to go on. One, 2. And I'm just going to give it a quick going over like that. And this fits. Now, hang on a second. Let me just rinse off the brush and get all this excess glue off. And then I can wipe down these areas of squeeze outs. Because the one thing we don't want is for these to be, for the roofs to be sealed on. There we go, there's one. So the first pieces we need are the roofs, then we need the door and the little roof hatches. So there's the 3 things that we needed to put on. I'll give that a bit of a sand down. That needs sorting out at that edge. And there we are. Once again, I'm just going to dampen the brush and give these a wipe off so there's no glue squeeze out anywhere, because Andy wants these to be able to be opened. There we are. Try and put that one there and that one there. So now I've taken off around the base. I'll just give that a bit of a sanding. And then all we need to do is cut off. We don't need the instructions for this part. It's very simple. We cut that bit. We cut that bit. We cut that bit. That bit. And that bit. Pop that out. Pop that out. Pop that out. And we get our glue just a little bit around the edges of these. and these will fit on top of the roof over the little holes. And again, just, oops, sorry, I moved that off camera. I'll show you what I did. It's just put glue around the edges of these. Just like so. Blop, 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 blop. And plop it down over the hole. I'm just going to wash the brush out and get rid of some of this extra glue, which we don't need. And then dry the glue off completely. And here, I'll have to see if this sets. It doesn't look as though it is doing, but what I'm going to do is just add some glue along the edge of this door panel, just like so. I'm not doing the top because I want to be able to manhandle it into position, trying to avoid getting glue where the door is. And I'll just press that into position and we're done. So that's it. That's the that's this building all finished for construction anyway. All I need to do next, come back, go over it all with the textured medium texture paste to make it look all sandy, and then we can paint it. But that's for another video altogether, because as I say, I'm not going to show you how I do the pasting, because you've seen it already. It's the same process I've used on earlier videos, so if you want to see how I do it, go and watch some of those other videos that will show you much better. What I want to try and do is make sure that there's no these roofs, and I keep calling them lids, they're not lids, they're roofs. I just want to make sure that the roofs don't stick to the supports, and if need be I'll have to come back and add some more glue onto the supports, because some of them look as though they're ready for falling out. And we just want to make sure that the squeeze out it's not going to cause any issues. There we are. So that's it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Until next time, as always, stay safe and take care. God bless, and bye for now.